Welcome back, Ice GT gamers. This is Ice GT coming to you live from sunny, hot Southern California. It is triple-digit degrees heat wave time going on here. I'm not having a good time, especially since I live in a condo with no air conditioning. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started and see if we can avoid the World of Warships tweet that just went out complaining about firing off your torpedoes and having your target change course on you. Not likely to happen in a Nicholas, considering that it has incredibly fast torpedoes, 65 knots, which can only be launched at a range of 5.5 kilometers. So you are awfully close to the target. There's little chance that they're going to be able to dodge, but you are in grave danger when you do. Most often, you want to end up playing this like a gunboat. Stick out to near your maximum range, and just keep laying waste to them with that 15.2 rounds per minute. These are actually pretty decent guns, especially if you just keep firing away. And if you're doing it at max distance, you have an opportunity, for the most part, to dodge incoming shots. It's a very, very maneuverable ship. Alright, enough blathering. Let's hop into some gameplay and see if we can't have a good time. Alright, what is the first match going to bring us here? Alright, we are looking at mid-tier 4s, 5s, and 6s. Pair of New Mexico class battleships, a Cleveland, and an Independence. Alright. Not too stiff competition on the tier 6 front, but definitely got to watch out for that Cleveland. This ship stands no chance going up against that ship with its 12 guns. Should be loading into battle here. There we go. Alright, full throttle. Turn off our anti-air defenses, and let's make a beeline for the center of the map. See if I can't get some spots for our battleships there at the A point. Got some fighter cover. And we got our Clemson destroyer joining us up here. Nothing too exciting. Team disposition. Heavily focused here on the west side of the map, not too much over on the east. That could become a problem later on. Let's adjust our torpedoes to narrow spread. And we should be able to light up something here pretty soon. Alright, aircraft lighting some stuff up ahead of us. Couple of cruisers, they just now come into visual range. That's the Furutaka. Tier 5 Japanese cruiser. And the New Mexicos. Alright. Gotta watch out for the fighter escort there. That I don't get spotted by that. And this guy is possibly giving us our opportunity at our first target here. These guns are pointing the wrong way. Uh-oh, detected by something. Ah, I didn't even see that guy.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
Alright, that's quite about enough of that. Let's not impale ourselves on the island, shall we? Dodge a few shots, make sure we're out of harm's way. Take a couple of shots that may or may not connect there at the end. Well, it was a interesting little exchange there. Alright, time to come back around and see if I can't finish them off. Ah, their fighters have got that in hand. I don't need to worry about that. There we go. Oh, it appears as though my companions managed to finish that guy off. Alright. Congo-class battleship. Get them lit up. Alright, let's see if we can take some closing shots here. Get some damage on this guy. And get out into cover before he has a chance to return fire. Quick little exchange. Didn't do a whole lot of damage, but then again, these guns are not super powerful. And let's see if we can't come back around and distract him once again. And he's down. Alright. I'm going to use an engine boost to see if I can't get in there and take out this Futataka. Actually, he's heading away from me. Likelihood is I'm not going to be able to get there. Oh, there's their remaining destroyer. I do want that. He's going to be in range very shortly with the speed boost here. Come on, engines. Power on through. So close. So very close. There, he's in range. Alright. 9 seconds. That's going to need to be right out in the limit of my guns. Let's see if we can't change our focus of fire here. Finish this Futataka off. There we go. Very nice. Our team seems to have this readily in hand here. What do we have? What do we have? Who am I going to target? That is a tempting target. Aircraft carrier. But I do also have this Phoenix class cruiser to deal with. He's got a lot of weaponry. Might take a couple of passing shots at him just as I clear the landline here.
Engine boom.
Alright. He's in range. Let's take a couple of shots. And now we'll take shots at this guy, because that is the bigger threat.
Torpedoes astern.
No, that is not good. Alright, we're going to have to come back around here. Avoid that. Detected by what? By what? By you. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Was not paying attention. Nearly ran into our Cleveland here. Phoenix. No. Murmansk. Alright, let's see if we can't close the distance and get some close range torpedoes on this guy. It's going to be a close call. I might not be able to get around the island fast enough before he spots me. Although he is turning back around to the right. He very well could easily get some choice shots on that guy. Alright, let's keep it close to the island so we don't get spotted. $701 points to 450. We've got that fairly in hand. No shots on him. And then Murmansk is sailing away from us. Oh, there we've got our destroyer friend. Let's see if we can't put some shots in on him. Nah, those shots were too short. And he's down.
Our victory is in sight.
Oh. That is unfortunate. Those shots are a little too close. I'm gonna go stealth.
Smoke generator started.
That hurt. Detected by the dive bombers. We're looking for a shot on me.
Smoke screen set.
Let's not hit the island. That would be bad. No range on him, but base is now captured.
Taking the lead.
And the bombs have missed. Always nice. Alright, that's right. They've still got 2 carriers up. Alright. I think I'm going to go for a sneak attack. He seems convinced that he is going to come around the other side. So let's lay in wait for him, shall we? Bit of a risky maneuver. Especially since he's got torpedoes. Yeah, on second thought, that is not a good idea. Do have my speed boost. Can use that if I need to. No, he's not taking the bait. I don't see him. Where is that guy? Send a spread of torpedoes that way. Just on the off chance that he does come around. Nope. Not even close. He did not take the bait. Alright. Cleveland is on fire. And is not going to last long. And that is a nearly full health Murmansk. But we've won on points anyway. Now that was disappointing. We did not do nearly as well as we should have on that one. Spent half our battle chasing the enemy ships and never got a chance to get close to them. Only managed to score 9,200 points of damage. That was really poor. That was piss poor. All right, let's hop back into the port and see if we can't improve upon that dismal performance. Shall we go Kuma? I think we shall go Kuma. I'm being handed dessert by my lovely wife. Pardon the chewing noises. It is a wonderful concoction known as drunken cake pops. Alcohol-infused cake pops. It is the best of both worlds.
Battle starts.
Okay. We are on the Solomon Islands map. Domination 2 cap points. Apologies for the forehead wiping. Even with a fan on, it is blazingly hot in this room. Alright. Wasn't really paying attention to the team disposition. Looks like we're top tier against a couple of Kumas, a Wyoming, and a nice Okaze. Again, our disposition's not super tough. So I think I'll start off by following our destroyers up here into the 4. Can't forget about our fighter. He's up for a long period of time, so shouldn't feel too much trepidation about launching him early. In fact, now's a good time as any. Should begin to see at the very least, he's good at a scout aircraft, even though there are no aircraft carriers on the enemy team. Might be able to spot something for me that I would not have previously spotted. All the destroyers are coming over here to the west. I suppose that's as good a place as any to be. And that is a prime target if only the destroyers were not there. I could totally hit this guy. How are we going to handle this? If I launch torps now, he's totally going to get hit. So I can't. But I can hit him with a nice broadside of high explosive shells and make a absolute nightmare of a day for him. And we're already on fire. Let us see if we can't get out of here behind the smoke screen.
Problem solved, sir.
Alright, now let's put our guns back in the game. And we've been set on fire again. Alright, time to focus on this battleship. Some good critical hits there. He doesn't appear to be turning pretty much at all. Get some good hits on his superstructure. See if we can't knock him out. And he's down. Next. Just keep laying fire into him. Keep up the assault. Now he's turning in. Let's see if we can't close the distance and get torpedoes on him again. As he's rapidly trying to dodge these. And he's down. There's some long-range fire coming from the other side of the island over there. Nothing we can shoot at just yet. The island's in our way. And we've lost sight on him anyway. All in all, not too bad. Just shy of 60 hits. 1 kill, set 4 fires. And a first blood award. I like it. That first volley against that poor destroyer. That poor destroyer. He didn't know what hit him. Oh, that is bad news. I do not want to be part of that at all. He's going to be focusing on me. Fortunately, we managed to turn, and pretty much most of his shots missed. Okay. What do we got going on here? Yeah, he's out of range now. And I don't have backup. I don't have backup at all. No chance to get close enough to launch torpedoes here. Alright, he's back in range. Why are my battleships sitting at the back? Oh, they are beginning a cap run. I'm going to need to turn around and defend.
Fighter returning to ship.
Oh, destroyer's up. Okay. Then I have both of our cap points. It is time to head back and defend. Do I have shots on that guy? No, I don't. Alright. 2 Kuma class cruisers being taken on just by a destroyer and a destroyer alone. It is not a good combination. And there's an enemy destroyer around here somewhere. So I saw those enemy torpedoes, or those might have been from the Kuma. Alright, gonna have shots on this guy very shortly. There we go. Let's fire there and begin evasive maneuvering. That is unfortunate. None of those hit. Let's switch to armor piercing. None of those hit either. Unfortunate.
Fighter ready for takeoff.
Well, you know, if you're gonna keep sailing in a straight line, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna have to start worrying about torpedoes here, so let's send off a widespread here. He's down. Switching to high explosive. Man, he's down. Switching back to armor piercing. No, he's still focused on me. He's knocking out more guns. Alright, let's see if we can't get a spread of torpedoes off before we die. And we're dead. Let's see what he does. Is he going to turn in? He's turning in. Those are going to miss. That is unfortunate. Alright, well, we had a good run. 112 hits. Scores are pretty even. Honestly, that one could go either way. It really could. Unfortunately, our destroyer is well within sight range. Maneuvering wildly to avoid the fire incoming. Looks like he just got a smoke screen up. If he plays it smart, he can launch torpedoes from the smoke. But pretty much one more hit's going to do him in, so this is a super close match. He's firing his torpedoes blind. It's not exactly the best choice, but in his circumstances, I can understand why he did. And he's been spotted again. One of those torpedoes might actually hit. No. And he's down. That is unfortunate. That's going to pull the scores back. And those torpedoes missed. And that's kind of what I figured. Well, rats. This match is really, really too close to call. We're probably going to win. But if that Kuma is able to sink any one of these ships, unlikely as that is, given how high health they are, before time expires in 5.5 minutes, then you could potentially get higher points than we have right now. And if he then just runs, he could draw it out and he could actually win. Well, I'm not going to wait around for 5.5 minutes to find out. Let's hop back into port, throw some more gameplay in. After all, you guys did not come to see me watch a recording of the aftermath of my horrific defeat. Because I'm a noob. Let's hop into some Minikaze gameplay. Boy, I am just sweating up a storm here. I cannot keep the sweat off my forehead if my life depended on it. What do we got? Okay, we're top tier again. Lots and lots and lots of tier 4 ships. Got 2 New York class battleships and a Minikaze backing us up on the tier 5 for our opposition. Omaha, Murmansk, New York, and Gurmiashki backing us up on the ally side. Yeah, this looks like that'll be a pretty good battle. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Minikaze ship was recently nerfed and buffed at the same time. It had its long-range 10-kilometer torpedoes taken away in favor of the faster 7-kilometer range torpedoes, which is a good and a bad thing. The 7-kilometer torpedoes are ridiculously fast, so if you can manage to launch those in the very, very narrow, I believe it's 0.8 possibly even 0.7 kilometer range between where you can be spotted and where you can launch your torpedoes, this can be a very, very deadly ship. Its guns, to compensate for that, were buffed and had its rotation speed decreased from like the 35-second range down to, I think it's around 28 seconds. And that has helped it somewhat in being able to combat other destroyers, but it's still pretty darn slow when you compare it against any of the Americans. But then, again, the Americans are gunboats. That's what they do. Alright, we've got Clemson and Gurmiashki coming into the Narrows here, trying to hunt for the other team's 2 destroyers. I'm going to follow suit. Just have to watch out for friendly torpedoes. I have died or nearly died plenty of times to friendly torpedoes that were misaimed. People just not paying attention. Tends to happen quite a bit. And you even have people launching shots into mountains because World of Warships. Alright, I think we're going to have a good shot of torpedoes on this cruiser right here. If we can just get a little bit closer, that looks like that's going to be good right there. I want that. I want that right there, right now. And put it there just in case he maneuvers. Uh-oh, that is bad news. We've got a destroyer off our bow. Both destroyers off our bow. Oh, and we've already spent our torpedoes. This is not good. This is really not good. Our gun's too slow to swing around. We're taking fire. Alright. Time to throw smoke.
Smoke generator started.
See if we can't get out of here with our lives, if we're lucky. That guy is just impaled himself on the island. Alright, we can't afford to have that down. Let's see if that can hit something. And you've got to be kidding me. If that ends up killing us, I'm going to be very disappointed. Nope, it did not, but we might as well be dead. Because our engine's down. And we can't back up for another 30 seconds. We're spotted. There's nothing we can do. We can't repair. We can't fire our torpedoes. There's nothing we can do. We are just dead in the water. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my goodness, that was awful. Worst time possible to get hit in the engine. Sometimes that just happens. That was quite possibly the worst game I've ever had. Oh goodness. Hey, look at that. We did actually pull off a win in the Arkuma. Let's take a look at that. Personal score. Put us top of the team. We ended up doing, well, looks like just shy of 50,000 points of damage. Actually, I think the torpedo hit put us over 50,000. I'll take it. That was very, very nice. Let's throw in some battleship gameplay. I am in desperate need of cash. I have been trying to save up for my New York class battleship for quite some time, and just having difficulty coming up with the 1.8 million credits to get it. It is unfortunate because the way that I tend to play anyway, is I tend to put all my efforts into all ships across all lines, and as a result, my money is spread way too thin. End up having to play a lot of premium ships to be able to come up with the cash I need to be able to fund that aggressive research. And as a result, I have suffered. But the Warspite Fight is an excellent moneymaker. Most matches, I think I've mentioned this before in another stream, that even just doing a moderate amount of damage, somewhere between 40 and 50,000 in this ship, I can usually walk away with 150 to 250,000 credits. So it won't take too many battles in my premium ships to get that kind of fund going. This map, Two Brothers, the 4-cap domination match. Let's wait and see where the team disposition is going before we make any decisions about what direction we're going to be heading. I turned the guns off to the starboard bow, just on the off chance that team disposition requires that I turn towards the D cap point. And that way I will be having my guns face towards D as I turn to the port side. There are an awful lot of people rushing into the center. Not a whole lot of decision on where people are going just yet. It does look like might be having some more going towards A, especially in the battleship component. Got 2 battleships headed in that way, the New York and the New Mexico. It's looking like our cruisers and our forces up here may be turning to go towards D.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Yes, that is indeed what they're doing. So I think I will join suit, follow my initial inclination to head in that direction. I don't think that there's going to be anything coming up the middle. Interesting choice to launch torpedoes that way. Actually, it looks like our Phoenix might be making a decision to head up there. No, he's turning away. He's not going to head there. First target's up, and he is well on the other side of that mountain. There is no chance I'm going to hit him. Only chance is if he were about there-ish, and I used my spotter plane, but that would be kind of a waste, since that's the only target up, and the spotter plane has limited amount of time that it can be used. Yep, let's just keep our course true. Bring our guns back over here to the middle. Alright, enemies have started capping D, so targets should be up fairly shortly. And sure enough, there we go. Bring our guns to bear. It's a cruiser. Let's go ahead and have our second round be armored piercing. Alright, battleship's up. Actually, I'm going to fire at that. Round out. Shots look good. Excellent. Nice 3,500 damage there. 15 seconds on the reload. Turn broadside. Should just be able to get the other side of this rock to be able to fire my guns again.
Our team has taken the lead.
No targets up though. He's on the other side of that island. And I only have shots at the destroyers, unfortunately. They've dropped smoke. You can't see any of them. That is probably not going to hit. Nope, those all fell short. Okay. Let's go ahead and repair that.
Problem solved, sir.
And let's see if we can't return fire. Guns aimed. 5 seconds. And he's down. Right about there. Looks to be good. Switching to high explosive for the destroyer. And turn just in time to avoid most of that volley. Alright. Detected once again. Where did that guy go? Come on, reveal yourself. Come on. I've got my guns loaded. Show yourself. Rats, come on. Give me a shot. There you are. Bingo!
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
That is what we like to see. That was a devastating strike on that guy. And we managed to sail out of the range of his torpedoes. What do we have left? A Phoenix. It's going to be difficult to hit from this range. Quite maneuverable ship that one is. And none of those shots managed to connect. New Mexico coming this way. See if we can't dodge the Phoenix's return fire. And there are new destroyers up. Alright, let's see if we can nail these guys. Darn it. Every one of those missed. Well, the forces that we did have come over here are rapidly dwindling. And suddenly, I am out here by myself. Now would be a good time to beat a hasty retreat. And it looks like the bulk of our forces ended up going over to the C cap point.
Our team has taken the lead.
We're being detected by something, probably the destroyer. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to see him at all, and he is going to have clear rain on us. Now, it looks like part of their forces, at least, have realized that they're being capped. Have turned around. Enemy team is now capturing B. Looks like they either sent a destroyer or some kind of cruiser up the middle to be able to capture that point. Alright. I'm going to have to sail back in that direction and see if I can't take them. Spotted again by the Phoenix. Taking some damage. Looks like it's a destroyer. And that set us on fire.
Problem solved, sir.
Should be able to avoid most of that. But we are never going to be able to outrun this Phoenix. We are going to have to take him on. That looks good. Got a couple of hits on him. Nothing spectacular. Nine seconds left. Guns reloaded. Scored one hit there. And one hit there. Wish it could have been more. Especially with more shots coming in from the battleship. Fortunately, all those missed. Alright, 9 seconds left. See if we can get another shot on this Phoenix. Those should loop over the island. But none of them connected. Ah, rats. Okay. Our New Mexico friend should be firing again shortly. There were the shots I was expecting. Just in time for me to run my repair again. Alright, he's got broadside onto me. Let's see what happens when you ignore the rules of engagement. Never show your broadside unless you're planning to shoot. He is bound and determined, chasing me down here, and I just lost sight of him. Somehow I'm spotted by an airplane. Not quite sure how that's possible. Well, let's see if we can shake this guy off here. Here come the shots. Dodging. 1 and 2. There we go. All of them missed. That'll be a nice broadside into him. He is turning, but I still managed to hit him. Now we can play this game all day, although we only have 7 minutes left. He seems to be learning his lesson. Shots are out. Turn to avoid. And all of those have missed. Let's turn back the other way. We did take some minor damage there, that's okay. And right about there ought to be good. Unfortunately, it looks like those bounced off. Alright. Well, his attention seems to be diverted to this other New Mexico. So I think it's time that we turned around and assisted our fellow companion here. Actually, I think I'm going to start heading in the direction of the B-cap point, because that point needs to be retaken.
Our victory is in sight.
There's a nice shot. He is now turned around. He is running the other way. Actually, I don't know that I would be able to reach the B cap point before we run out of time here, so... He is turning, he is turning. Where is he turning to? That's the extent of his turn. Let's go ahead and fire anyway. And that's a nice solid hit. We ended up not using any of our spotter aircraft in this game, which is unfortunate. We may end up having to here in just a moment. Those do not look on target.
The enemy is about to win.
We did hit, but it just did spalling damage. Okay, we are going to launch our spotter aircraft here, because I need to get to that cap point.
Scout launched.
And every single one of those shots missed. That is unfortunate. Well, at least he appears to be totally focused on this New Mexico behind him. It's understandable. Let's give it a full broadside right there. Again, only spalling damage. Yeah, look, does appear as though we're actually going to win on cap points here momentarily. Possibly even sooner if these shots connect and do manage to kill him. One hit for 3,700. That's unfortunate. And that is going to be the end of our scout, which means we are not going to be able to get shots on this guy for the next time our guns reload. Nope, he is now out of range. But that's okay, because we are going to win right about now. There it goes. A couple seconds longer than I was expecting. Was actually a pretty close game. I was not expecting it to be that close. I was also not expecting to have that many of my armor-piercing shells not do any damage to that New Mexico. Must have been glancing hits. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We only ended up doing 48,000 points of damage. Only 188,000 credits. That was disappointing. Need to do better than that. Especially if we're going to reach 1.8 million credits. And we're only at 1,069,000 right now. Well, we got about enough time in the stream here for one more match. What shall we pick? What shall we pick? We have managed to win games in quite a lot. Let's have a go in the Cleveland, shall we? Can't go wrong with the Tier 6 American cruiser, the Cleveland, especially when it's mounted with the defensive AA fire ability. Becomes an amazing fleet escort craft capable of disrupting both dive bombers and torpedo planes, making their spreads go all over the place and shooting down lots and lots of aircraft. And we're top tier. 4 tier 6s on our side, 3 tier 6s on the opposing side. Matchmaker has favored us. Too bad for that enemy team. This is probably going to be a nightmare for them. Alright, Two Brothers map again. Standard battle. Once again, we need to pay close attention to fleet disposition. Given where we're currently at, likelihood is that the cruisers next to me are going to join me on the west side of the map, but our battleships are probably all going to go to the east. Phoenix and Omaha. Nicholas and Nicholas. Phoenix hasn't loaded into battle yet, doesn't look like. It looks like I called it. All of our battleships are heading over to the east side. Which just remains whether or not my prediction about the Phoenix is correct. Let's see if he makes a turn to the west after he clears the headland there. And indeed he did. Looks like my predictions for the whole of the team ended up being accurate. If only I could turn that into positive results in the XP and credits earned categories. But then again, that would actually make me a decent player and not a complete noob. And that's what you guys come here for, to watch me just ham it up. Sometimes I'm spectacular, and sometimes I'm absolutely god-awful. like that Minakaze battle earlier today. Holy moly. Oh, man. Getting our engine knocked out there. Uh-oh. 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 Spotted by something. Spotted by something. Turning. Turning. What did I get spotted by? Got spotted by a destroyer. Where's the destroyer? Keep getting spotted by the destroyer. He's out there somewhere. There he is. Ah. Not gonna be able to hit him. Spotted again. Not sure by what this time. Other destroyers. Alright, other destroyer. You've just popped smoke in an attempt to stay hidden. That's going to be roughly in the right place. That is probably not going to hit because I fired at the target that is out of range. That is an awful lot of destroyers. That's an awful lot of torpedoes. Holy moly. That is what we like to see.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
You know, if you're going to keep sailing in a straight line, I'm going to keep shooting you.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
You know, I really can't complain. That guy just was not paying attention at all. Come on, little destroyer, get out of there. There we go. There was a destroyer around here somewhere. I'm going to cut my speed, change course, because inevitably people are firing torpedoes at me. That's a Nicholas. Oh boy, here we go. Detected again. Where in the heck is this destroyer? Ah, he's in our cap. Okay, where on earth is this guy? A little bit of a glitch there. Let's reload armor piercing for this guy. Detected by aircraft. Oh. He's down. Switching back to high explosive. Launched his fighter just before. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so I'm not going to sail around the headland there, because that is recipe for a disaster. There you are.
Direct front.
Holy moly, was that a good decision. Alright, I'm gonna launch my fighter again and see if I can't spot him.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Mm-hmm.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Alright. Shots on this guy in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, that was a bit of a risk. Probably going to impact the island.
Reporting the position of a priority target.
That is unfortunate. Come on, buddy. You gotta nail this guy. My guns are not going to be turned around in time. Bingo!
Enemy destroyer blown up.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
That is all she wrote, and now we have 7.5 minutes to try to get to the other end of the map to try to either cap or kill this last battleship. Well, that was an exciting sequence of events. We ended up spending pretty much the whole of the match just firing at hidden targets and laying waste to destroyers. We pretty much single-handedly went up against, must have been, oh gosh, was it 4 out of the 5 destroyers on the enemy team that were over there? I can't tell, honestly. It was so hectic. There were destroyers everywhere. I was shooting everywhere. Alright, looks like we are going to end up capping out before I can ever even get there. Might be able to use my defensive fire ability on this fighter, though. Take him out just for SMGs. Where did he go? Yeah, he is flying around in circles. He's the leftover remnant from one of the cruisers. There he is. Yep, he flew around and facing the other direction. I didn't realize that this Furutaka was this quick. He's actually outpacing me here. Up, and there we go. That is a win. We like winning. Did cause some damage to allies. That's unfortunate. That was me not paying attention. But second on the team. Devastating strike on a destroyer. Must have hit his magazine because I think he was still at half health. Wow, we missed a lot of shots. But at the ranges that we were shooting at and at the type of ships we were shooting at, that's understandable. The Omaha and the Phoenix type light cruisers are very maneuverable, and at ranges where your shots are taking 10 seconds to get there, it's very, very difficult to land a shot. Nevertheless, we did manage to do about 45,000 points of damage between HE fire and AP damage. AP shells were really disappointing. 21 hits for only 9,000 damage. There are a lot of them that must have either bounced or glanced off, or otherwise just done minor spalling damage. But for the day, I think that was a pretty good showing. We managed to make about 500,000 credits today. We won just about every single match that we put ourselves into. Technically, we won the Minakaze match, but realistically speaking, when you end up finishing on middle on the team, and the only reason you did that was because you managed to hit a couple of torpedoes. Actually, I correct myself. It says that I did 22,000 points of damage with HE shells alone. I'm shocked. I don't remember that happening. I may have to go back and look at the replay file on this, and take a look at that one, because I do not recall managing to get a magazine kill with an HE shell from a gun that is only 120 millimeter and only does 2,000 damage. That's amazing. Well, that may end up having to go into a highlight video. I think I definitely am going to put that into the Twitch highlights. That's fantastic. All right, well, this is all the time we have, unfortunately, Ice GT gamers. This is going to be Ice GT signing off from hot Southern California. We'll see you next time. Have a great day, and try not to get yourself exploded. It's not too fun, especially when you're grounded on an island with no engine. This is Ice GT signing off. Take care, guys.